Hi guys, my name is Skylar Arakawa-Pamphilon and I'm a junior here at UNLV. And today I thought I'd talk about what I consider to be one of the most interesting things we learned in this class, as well as what, in my opinion, is one of the biggest issues facing hospitality today, and that is employee turnover. Employee turnover, or the annual employee turnover rate, just basically refers to any time an employee leaves a company for whatever given reason. That could be because they quit their job, because they're fired, because they were laid off, or they retired, transferred to a different department, or they passed away. A manageable turnover rate is actually a good thing because it brings in new ideas, opinions, and energy. So unfortunately, the hospitality industry does have one of the highest employee turnover rates annually when compared to other industries such as construction, education, healthcare, etc. The average turnover rate for the hospitality industry annually is about 200 to 300%, which is crazy when compared to other turnover ratios. And because this is such a big and costly issue for the hospitality industry, a lot of research is currently being conducted on why exactly this is happening. Though there's definitely a lot of things that contribute to people leaving a job. Unfortunately, a lot of these turnovers are accounted for people quitting their jobs. And they're basically quitting their jobs for three major reasons. First, the wages are too low. For a lot of base level positions in the hospitality industry, such as front desk, food server, or housekeeper, minimum wage or just above minimum wage is the typical salary, especially outside of Las Vegas. Only making enough money to get by, most people working in these positions are looking for something better in the meantime and thus end up quitting. Second, the hiring process that got them the job may have not been effective enough. Perhaps the interviewer liked the candidate's good attitude despite the fact that they were not qualified for the position and hired them based off of that one characteristic. This is called the halo effect and can result in an employee getting hired for a job that they are not a good fit for. With just a good attitude and not enough experience, maybe the employee began to feel overwhelmed and thus quit due to their heightened stress. Finally, the single most cited cause of employee turnover is poor management practices. Maybe a manager exhibits favoritism, sexism, or racial bias, and this is discouraging to an employee who feels that no matter how hard they work, it will not be enough, and thus they quit for this reason. The costs associated with these employee turnovers is also something that's really important to consider. According to our textbook, Managing Hospitality Human Resources, the cost per employee turnover of an hourly employee is about $3,000 to $10,000 a piece, which is really high considering the annual employee turnover rate is about 200 to 300%. That's a lot of money that a company is essentially just throwing away. These are all problems to which there are solutions, which we can divide into what are called short-term remedies and long-term remedies. The short-term remedies are what can be done to address immediate concerns, and for companies who just need a little tweaking, this could be all that is necessary to reduce turnover rates. Some examples of short-term remedies are exit interviews, which are conducted with employees who leave a company to figure out why it is that they're leaving, attitude surveys, which are conducted with current employees to figure out why they stay, as well as developing a company culture which an industry can brand so that when they're hiring new employees have a better idea of what they're signing on for so that there's a good fit between them and the company. The long-term remedies are intensive and do require funds a lot of the time. But it is expected that long-term remedies will be the most effective solution for companies that have serious turnover rate issues. Some examples of long-term remedies include developing training programs in different languages, since a lot of hospitality employees do not speak English as a first language, establishing career paths, which is specifically helpful with young employees because it encourages them to stay through promotion from within, as well as incentive programs, which encourage people to stay with the company longer as incentives are meant to increase with time. This is just a glimpse into both the problem and solution of high employee turnover in the hospitality industry. I think this is a super important issue for us as future hospitality employees to be aware of. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.